like me, sometimes there's been a Call of Duty trailer that gets you more excited than even the launch of that game. There's a part of me that actually believes that the trailers are my favorite part about Call of Duty. But look, take an Ethereum crystal, one thing's for sure. Some trailers do it better than others. And there's a few trailers which I think changed the overall impression of Call of Duty forever. Cause look, if you really think you know Call of Duty trailers, you will know the answer to this question. Which Call of Duty trailer is this? I would love to know your answers down in the comments below. This is round one, everybody. Welcome, and go ahead and take some PhD flopper. Thank you very much. Wish me luck. Holy crap. Now allow me to start off with what I believe to be a very influential Call of Duty trailer. I'm talking Advanced Warfare. Do y'all remember back in this time how fun it used to be to look forward to a Call of Duty that took place in a different time period? Well, if you do, wasn't that fun? Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was the first time that we were actually stepping into like the future. I know we had Black Ops 2 and Ghost, but this was like a concrete switch. Like, we are here 2060, whatever. It's a big deal. I actually love looking back at this trailer now because in 2014, this was our idea of what future warfare would look like. It was a futuristic and exaggerated version of what the current military was already kind of like. Now here in actual 2025, I can't even believe that. Black Ops 2, it's the year of Black Ops 2. We know that right now, the look into the future when it comes to actual real-life military stuff is a lot different than what's portrayed in Advanced Warfare, but at that time, this was a pretty good guess. And I like that Advanced Warfare's outlook onto the future version of military and war was highly focused on the soldiers themselves with the exosuits. And at this point, like, hey, bring exosuits back. I'm kind of down at this point. With Omni movement too, could you imagine? And I also love that this is the first time we've seen Call of Duty take the warfare title, right? Like Modern Warfare, and put something else besides modern ahead of it. I thought that was very cool. This trailer honestly sets up what the game was very, very well, especially from a narrative perspective. Looking back, that has to be one of my favorite Call of Duty campaigns of all time. I think the missions were different mission to mission. And when I saw this trailer for the first time, it honestly got me very, very hyped for this next phase of Call of Duty. And although that kind of meant loot boxes, you know, once we got down to that road, kind of whatever. It still was a very fun time to be a Call of Duty fan. This is round two, everybody. Welcome. And by the way, if you haven't seen my most recent video where I go to Mob of the Dead in real life, you ought to check it out, for real. This trailer sits at a very special place in my heart. The Call of Duty Black Ops 2 Transit Reveal trailer. For a lot of people, this is the first time we saw blue eyes on zombies. And look, I know what you're gonna say. It was in the moon Easter egg back in Black Ops 1. Well, with how young I was, the fact that I didn't even know what an Easter egg was, I never knew their eyes were blue or why. So when I saw this trailer for the first time, it immediately opened up a whole new section and thought of what zombies could look like, not just as a mode, but as zombies. And I was digging it. I'm like, their eyes are blue. Oh my God, what does that mean? But at the same time, with Transit being an orange map, I just felt those aesthetics kiss together. That trailer built hype for me at a very young age, and it delivered. If y'all don't know, I used to stay home from school. My parents would allow me, thank God, to stay home, even when it was a trailer for a DLC. If I knew it was coming out based on, you know, COD YouTubers I've watched over the years, if I knew a trailer was coming out, I would get to stay home from school and wait till the trailer drops and just read about it and just look at it all day. It was the best times of my life. The trailer for BO2 got me hyped, and I'm proud to say that also on release date back in 2012 when I was in 4th grade, I was able to get it on day of release. Didn't even have to go to school. My God, taking a Ethereum crystal. But what does that mean? It means the trailer delivered. I was not sad on that day. I got the game. I spawned into the map. Blue eyes. I couldn't believe it. Fantastic. Also, the fact that Avenged Sevenfold is in this trailer is great. I loved when they made zombie songs. Bring them back, my lord. Last time we saw in Black Ops 4 and 9. Welcome to round 3. Everybody go ahead and take some speed cola. Thank you very much. This one you may not expect. Call of Duty World War II World Reveal. This meant a lot to a lot of people. The fact that prior to that, Call of Duty had been in a future setting for 3 years straight, Advanced Warfare, BO3, and Infinite. This was the first time Call of Duty really decided to change setting, like, completely. And see, I love that. The period of Call of Duty where year by year they switch into different eras, that's when, at least for me, it's most exciting. I'd love to hear what you think. But like I said, yes, a lot of people were excited that Call of Duty was not only changing its time period, but going back to its roots, taking Ethereum Crystal. And to be honest, I think that's something Call of Duty is kind of suffering from now. Look, I know Black Ops 6, right, takes place in the 90s, which is different from the Modern Warfare titles, but at the end of the day, they feel the same. And by watching this Call of Duty World War II trailer, it looked like they weren't afraid to inject that realism in Call of Duty yet again. And what's very interesting about this World War II title is the fact that I believe it more resembles the Call of Duty we used to see with Call of Duty 1, 2, Too Big Red 1, or 3. It didn't really match World at War as much, which I think is great. World at War is one of the best CODs of all time. It is an outlier. It is a masterpiece. But World War II did inject that old school kind of World War II portrayal that we used to see, but also injecting that realism. The D-Day mission? That's pretty crazy. I think this was a fun era of Call of Duty. I look back, I see, only good maps, the campaign, very solid story. The fact that we were playing as Americans over in Europe, I think is something that we may have seen once in the old Call of Duties, but we had not seen that in a while, in a long time, if any. Round 4, everybody, taking Ethereum Crystal, my God. The Zombies Chronicles trailer. It had to be in here. Are you kidding me? One of the best selling, if not the best, Call of Duty DLC of all time. And this trailer made it happen. It made it happen. Why? The way they show off the old maps in all their glory. The fact that to this day, those maps don't even, it's uncomparable, I believe. I think those were the best looking maps we've had in Zombies of all time. It's like the atmosphere was just blown 130,000%. No room was left unscanned, unfinished, untouched. Remember forever, and I will. Okay? This song was the lyrical rendition, I guess you could say. I mean, it even included, orchestral elements of the Samantha Lullaby theme. And what better theme to accompany the return of our old fan favorite Ether maps into Black Ops 3? There was nothing better. In fact, my old friend Reed didn't believe that DLC 5 for Black Ops 3 was gonna happen.
They took down the Gaming Revolution's video about talking about DLC 5, and I told you that was real. You don't believe me, but it's real. I'm gonna send you this video once it comes out. It's February 28th. It's coming out, and I know it, and you don't believe me, but watch this video. See, you don't believe me right now, but it's coming out, and you look like an idiot. So, it came out. I was right, you're wrong.
And look, props to Gaming Revolution, brother. I've been watching him for years. If Zombies Chronicles 2 ever happens, hopefully it does, they should make a trailer just like that. And I think it's so well. It's like hotcakes. Round 5, everybody. Go ahead and take some Stamin-up. Thank you very much. This trailer, I still watch religiously to this day. Now, although I am in love with the Painted Black, main trailer for Black Ops 3, which came out around this time, like 10 years ago, I got a special place in my heart for the Black Ops 3 Ember teaser. This was a trailer that included no gameplay. Okay, and music, I don't even know. But this trailer meant a lot to the overall game, the story, and the narrative of Black Ops 3. This trailer led us into that time period. It shows how technology slowly inched its way into humanity and how it eventually took over. If you don't remember, that is the main kind of idea for Black Ops 3 in the campaign. I know a lot of y'all didn't play it. I know a lot of people didn't like it. The more time goes on, I'm starting to really enjoy it. I think the story is actually pretty freaking awesome. But this trailer is so... I don't even know how they made it. Like, are they using stock footage? Is this something that they have in their catalog? Did they film this themselves? Like, so freaking awesome. Oh my God, it makes you scared of that time period in the future. It's not just saying this is everything that happened up until then. It's like, this is what will make you scared to be in that time period. Freaking amazing. And if you haven't watched that one in a long time, I would say definitely go check out the Ember teaser after this, because this next trailer is going to divide the community. In fact, it already has. And I believe I'm on a very different side than most of y'all with this. Okay, brace yourselves. But here on round 6, it's got to go to Infinite Warfare. Infinite Warfare has to be one of the most, if not the most, influential Call of Duty trailers of all time. I loved it. I personally loved Infinite Warfare. I loved the trailer. I love what it represented. And people were just sick of the future stuff at that time. And I get it. But because everyone dogged on this trailer, I feel like the game's launch was kind of hindered. I feel like the overall sentiment of the community was tainted. That game was good, polished, and awesome. Zombies, fantastic. Campaign, amazing. Multiplayer, very fun. I to this day, it still boggles my mind. Like, I don't know why people register that as such a bad entry into the franchise. I go back. It's good. It's good. If Infinite Warfare came out today, everyone would be on it. Now, look, David Bowie's Ground Control to Major Tom in this song, even though it's a cover, it still fits perfectly to feed us into that overall narrative of, like, we're going into the stars, but do we want to? It's because we're getting attacked. And then that one scene, the one scene I think is the most beautiful probably in any COD trailer ever, is when the guy is starting, he takes off, he goes into the sky, you see him break the barrier. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And it's like, here we go, Call of Duty, we're breaking those bounds, we're getting up there, and then what? We're still in war, baby. Oh my God. And it's galactic, and it's freaking sick. And also, they didn't, like, everyone thought it was gonna be like unrealistic and all that stuff. It's sci-fi, like, I get that. But they did military in space very, very well. And I think because people were just hating on the fact that it was a future-based, Call of Duty, yet again, that 3rd year in a row, it just ended up not getting the credit it deserves. Y'all know one of my favorite parts of these videos is always continuing the conversation down in the comments below. So if you have any thoughts of your own, let me know and feel free. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much.